May the sweet beauty of the rose radiate through every cell, molecule and atom of your being. And so it is, and so be it. Welcome, 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 dearest sister, beautiful brother, on this really powerful and exciting day, the 7th of July, 7/7, and soon in the UK it will be 7 o'clock. So we are heading in another hour and a half in the UK here into one of the 7/7 portals. We already obviously had one this morning, and I reckon if you do the numerology, there's going to be loads of other sevens during the day. I haven't done that. So this life is to share with you what this earth crystal grit activation is all about. I hope you have seen my video from yesterday or some of the little leaflets that I've made. I hope you enjoy the image. It took me so long. It's actually based on sacred geometry, so maybe if you have a moment, just soak the image of the rose in the center and the lights, the 6 lights shining around it. Soak it in and see what it feels like. But we're starting, before I go into the journey that I've had so far with the crystal grid and what I believe and deeply feel we are having the honor to be part of. I'm going to start by us just resonating and starting to tune in to the number 7. As loads of you know, I have worked with the sacred numbers of initiation, an ancient scene numerology system by Lars Moore and Nalia for a few weeks now, and as the longer I use it, the more it grows on me, the deeper it resonates, and each number has got what we call a soul essence number, so a soul essence vibration to it. And you can go on my website. I've started using it in my readings and in my one-to-one work, and but today we're using it for the day, and I will read to you the seed. Sorry, it's called the seed of the seed number of the 7, but ultimately it's the essence of the number 7. You were the first star in the heavens. You were put there as a guiding light for the lost and the lonely. From this light, 7 rays of truth, healing, wisdom, beauty, joy, love, and compassion were projected and sent down. Sorry, my laptop. And sent down, hovering over the earth. Now you have incarnated here to clear the sky of the clouds of ignorance, showing your fellow human beings the 7 rays of this sacred light. It is on the beams of the sacred light of the 7 attributes that you shall return to the highest levels in your chariot of fire. And the prayer that comes with the 7. If you wish, you can close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in. On your out breath, relax and allow your energy field to open up like a beautiful flower. Allowing yourself to receive the prayer. I am the presence of your word, in which my being radiates like a sun. I am the comfort of your light, in which my life meets suffering or joy. If the arrogant try to mock and restrain, I enter into the presence of your love. I remember your eternal wisdom, and I surrender to its grace. I am compassion for the wicked who have forgotten your presence. Your vibration is the theme of my song wherever I am, whatever I do. In the night, I remember your name. I am the keeper of your light. This is my being and my practice. I am love forevermore. I am love forevermore. I am love forevermore. Beautiful soul, let's go into the activation and remembrance of this ancient crystal grid that sits deep within our beloved planet Earth. You are invited to actively and consciously participate, to be a co-creator of the remembrance and the activation, and to put it into context, into so you can see and feel where this is coming from, this idea of this crystal earth grid. And of course we know there are lots of crystal earth grids, but I am talking about a specific one. I am talking about an ancient one which has almost been forgotten, maybe remembered already by some, I don't know. But for now it is time for us here in this group to remember this grid. And in order to go on this activation journey, you can do this all by yourself. Of course, it's a free universe. And if you want to join me, please have a look in the flyer, because on this occasion the journey requires a commitment from your side. My commitment is to show up and guide you and prepare sacred space to make it happen. And your commitment will be that you invest £33 and you find 6 blue crystals. And you will find those crystals after today. Don't worry thinking about it for now. They will come to you once you put your little antennae out. You can find more, of course you can, but you need at least 6. And also you need white roses. So over the next few days, make sure that your altar holds white roses, or white rose petals, or dried white rose petals. Or if you can't get hold of one, you can draw even a white rose and put it on the altar. And create an altar that is beautiful, representing the activation and the remembrance of this sacred ancient grid within the earth. So this, dearest sister, is your commitment. Let me tell you what happened in the best possible way. I need to turn the music down. I don't know if you can hear the music. I love music. It really helps me to align and connect and be in this sacred space. But you know what, I can't even, some of you will smile again, because you know how talented I am with the technical side. Well, I've made it to the live. Okay. So this week I started meditating. I meditate every day, but in one of my spontaneous and actually quite short meditations, I had a big opening of my root chakra, which usually I find it much easier to connect to the upper realms than to the worlds below. So spontaneously this my root chakra opened, and when I went with my consciousness and my energy through that opening, I became aware of this magnificent, I don't even have the words for it, blue crystal grit within the earth. It felt light and bright, and it was all over. And when I was connecting to it, it felt like heaven on earth. It felt like a fairy tale. And I then connected with the consciousness below and the consciousness above, and I pretty quickly was guided to see that this grit has been an ancient grit is sitting within the earth for, well, probably before we even started measuring time, so for a very long time. And I wanted to be curious. I wanted to know, so what is the crystal, what is it called, and why is it there, and why am I seeing this? And I couldn't hear it, but I was told to look for a different word of blue in another language. I got told quite a few other things, but I'll come back to that later. And I received my own first alignments and activations, which all felt like crystal-like, light blue, almost turquoisey frequencies. And immediately when I came out of my meditation, I don't know if you can still see me, my computer keeps shutting down, and immediately when I came out of my meditation, I googled the Aramaic and the Hebrew words for blue, and I started on a fascinating journey. And it is, I don't know that much about Aramaic, but what I understand is that it holds a very high vibration, and it's not as literal as our language, so one word equals another word in another language. The meaning is connected to context. And from what I can see is that blue as such is not really giving a name, but is more related to objects. And I can't really explain it any further. What I'll do is I'll post later on under this video quite a bit of information, so hopefully you get as inspired as I am and as curious. But what did come about is that in the Bible, oh, there's the dog, he wants to come in. Oh, he has to wait for a minute. In the Bible there is mostly two meanings for the word blue, and again I'll put a link so you can read up on it, but one of it, and please excuse my pronunciation, it is called, you spell it S-A-P-I-R, and I think you pronounce it Shafir, and when you keep tracing the meaning of that, you come to the meaning sapphire. And you know what, I'm going to let the dog in because the poor thing is scratching at the door. He's got something to say, hasn't he? Just one moment. Here he is. He's so excited to be part of this. Do you want to say hi? Look, his name is Bear. So following the no Bear, no licking please. So following the no licking please. Following this research and this journey of going from blue to the Aramaic or Hebrew, I'm not quite clear yet. Definitely Hebrew meaning to sapphire, meaning sapphire. It then took me on a journey of Googling sapphire in the Bible, and that's when it now gets really fascinating. And I'd like to read this to you. There's a couple of things that I'd like to read to you, and again I'll also post it down in the comments. according, it's handwritten, I hope I can read my own writing. According to the book of Noah, my son's called Noah, engraved on the sapphire that glowed inside the ark was the sacred book given to Adam in the Garden of Eden. In Jewish tradition, the second set of tablets on which the law was written was made of either diamond or sapphire. And I'll put the link where I read this, you can read the whole bit yourself. Now this is really interesting because when I went into this grid, that's pretty much what it felt like to me, the Garden of Eden. And then further in my research, it's a really beautiful text I have to read from my phone, says, again, there's quite a bit of context to it, which I'll post below. And inexplicable verses in the Hebrew Bible, Moses and Aaron and Nadab and Abihu and the 70, note the 7, and the 70 of the elders of Israel ascended Mount Sinai. Oh, sorry, it's gone. Where they saw the God of Israel. Under his feet there was the likeness of brickwork of sapphire, like the very sky for purity. There's quite a bit more to say about this, but the two things for me that that what we've read in the book, what comes from the book of Noah, where the sacred book that was given to Adam in the Garden of Eden was engraved on sapphire, and then together with the tribe or the 70 elders of Israel ascending, and then having this vision of seeing the likeness of brickwork of sapphire under the feet of God. And God, the feet of God is a euphemism for the throne of glory, is very, very much in alignment what I've seen and what I've felt, more what I've felt. And I'm sure, and I'm super curious to hear you tuning into this crystal grid and see how you feel, see what you have to say, because all of once you feel drawn to join me on this journey of remembrance and activation, your perspective and your unique vibration will serve the whole. So please take the calling for serious and follow it. And if your heart calls, commit to it. The commitment is important because the strength and the power of your commitment is setting the tone, if you like, for the strength and the power of the journey. And for this journey we need strength, we need power, we need commitment. So many of us have been talking about the new earth, and we know it, we can feel it. It's part of us, beautiful beings, beautiful souls coming together, because we know deep down inside it is already here. We are heaven on earth. And we've been talking about, or loads of us have been talking about, this co-creation of the new earth. Now, in this moment of time and space coordinate, and you with your unique vibration, we're coming to a crucially important point to see the emergence of this new earth. And a big part of it is held within this ancient crystal, which has already been prepared and worked on by our brothers and sisters, as we could just read, probably the Essene brothers here and sisters that have already been aware of it. There's already worked on it, and I am almost certain, I haven't got really that much information about it, but I'm almost certain that there are, in some traditions and in some spiritual communities, people and beings tuned into it and have pathed the way for us to come to this moment and take our place. So, beautiful soul, I hope you can feel it as deeply as I can. And if you feel the joy and the beauty, if you know of the existence of the new earth, then you are called to join. Then you're invited to take your place. All you need to do is commit. The journey starts tonight in your own space at 7 o'clock. Tune in to the 777 portal. Align with the number 7. Align with the energy. If you like, just be open and see what comes. Or use the prayer that I spoke to you at the beginning of this live video. Or go down with your inner mind into the grid and see what happens and let me know. And then the next 2 steps of the activation will be us. I need to still wait for information, to be honest with you, but for sure I will do at least either a live, or we'll do what we do for our Sunday gatherings, a Jitsi meet. And one will be next Thursday at 7 o'clock a.m. and the other one will be on New Moon, which I think is the 17th at 7 p.m. And it will be just as powerful to listen to the recording, especially if you're in a different time zone. Use your own time, use the equivalent time that we are here in the UK to your own time zone. But if you have no time at all, then literally go with the flow. Your time will be the right and the perfect time. Thank you. I'll see you at 7 o'clock out in space. Do some magic together. I might actually join another group meditation. I'm not quite sure yet what I'll be guided to do. But please follow your heart, as always. From my heart to yours, sending you loads of love and smiles and blessings.